Hello everyone, I am Govardhan and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to build a simple project of rock, paper, scissors game using Python. I think all of you have played this game at least once in your life. Rules are pretty simple. Paper wins over rock, rock wins over scissors and scissors wins over paper. In this project, we are going to play the game with the computer. We can play the game until we quit, and finally our project will print out how many times the user wins the game and computer wins the game and number of times the game was tied. This is our project. Now let's get into the coding. Let me open Visual Studio. I will create a Python file named as rock paper scissors. Let me create it. Rock paper scissors .py. We are building this project on Python. Firstly, I am into importing random. We have to randomly choose between rock paper scissors, guys. So we need random. We need to import random. Next, we need variables, guys. We need to initialize the variables. We have to print out number of times the user wins, computer wins, and number of times the game was tied at the last of our game. So we need to firstly initialize the variables. I will give variable names as user wins. I will initialize it to 0. Next, computer wins. I will initialize it to 0. Next, number of ties. I will initialize it to 0. First we need to take input from the user, and also I will create a while loop. We need to play the game until we quit, guys, so we need a loop. While true, I need to take user input, that is user input, sorry, spelling mistake. User input is equals to input of. So I'm gonna print type rock or paper, sorry, or paper or scissors. Or Q to quit. We can play the game until we quit. So print type Q to quit. Okay. And also I'm converting our input to lowercase, guys, so that we don't have any issues. Okay, if user input is equals to Q means, then we are gonna break. We don't continue, guys. Then we again it will break, our loop will break. Then we finally will print out user this values, guys, how many times user wins, computer wins, and number of ties. Okay, next if user input is not in list of, if user input is not in the list of rock, paper and scissors, then we gonna continue, means we stop the loop here. Then we again go and continue. We again take the input from the user until he give a valid input. Here we are checking for valid input, whether the input is valid or not, means the user given rock, paper or scissor. If he give anything else, means then the input is not valid. So guys, for easy purpose, let me create a list, guys. I'll create a list name as, here I will create a list as options, that is equals to, yeah, let me replace it, it's options, so that it easily accessible. Okay, now I will use that random function, random number is equals to random dot randint. I am randomly picking an integer between 0 to 2. See guys, we have here 3 values in the list. We have to pick one value from these 3 values, so I am using 3 numbers, 0, 1, 2. Our project will choose a random number from 0, 1, 2, and here 0 is rock, 1 is paper, and 2 is scissors. Then we are gonna pick according to the random number. This is how we are going to pick a random value from rock, paper, scissor. This is how our computer chooses whether rock or paper or scissor. So for easily understanding purpose, let me give the values here. For rock it's 0, for paper I'm giving a comment here. For giving comment we have to use hashtag paper 1. For scissors I'm giving 2. So now let computer pick whether rock, paper or scissor. So I will create a computer pick is equals to options of random number. Okay, now computer chosen one from these 3, whether it choose rock, paper or scissors, anything it wants randomly. Now I will print, after choosing I will print computer picked. Comma computer pick. So I am printing computer picked whether rock or paper or scissor. Now I am gonna check whether the user wins or computer wins, whether the game was tie or not. For that I have to use if condition. If user input is equals to rock and computer pick is equals to scissors. See guys, in the game rules we discussed rock wins over scissors. So if user input is rock means and computer input is scissors means, then we won, the user won. So it prints you won. And it also increase the user wins value by 1, this variable value by 1, so we win. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna create another elif class. Let me create it. Elif user input is equals to, here first we taken rock, now let me take paper. If user input is equals to paper and computer pick is equals to rock. Then I'm gonna see guys, paper wins over rock, so the user will win. So print you won means user won. And also we are gonna increase the user wins value by 1. Next I will create another elif condition. Again user input, we already taken rock, paper, now we have to take scissors. If user input is equals to scissors and computer pick is equals to paper, we discussed in rules, scissors always wins over rock, so again the user will win. It's gonna print you won. And also user wins increased by 1. I will create another elif condition guys. Now I'm going to create a condition for tie. Tie means the user input and computer pick both are equal, then our game was tied. So let me create a condition, if user input is equals to computer pick means, then we are gonna print game tied. Let me print, it was a tie, it was a tie. And also I'm gonna increase our number of ties value by 1. Okay, that's it. And also we need to create one more condition guys, for lost. So let me create a condition for user loses the game. I will create, simply I will give else all other cases the user will lose the game. So I'm gonna print you lost. That's it. And also I'm increase the computer wins value by 1 because computer win in this case. It's computer wins value, not picks. That's it. Okay guys, now I will come out of this loop and finally I'm gonna print how many times we won and how many times computer won and how many times the game was tied. You won is user wins, comma, I will print times. Okay, that's it. And also I'm gonna print the computer won, comma, computer wins, comma, times. If you give comma means it will automatically creates a space between this value and this string, so we don't need to give a space. So and also we need to print number of ties, so I'm going to print the game was tied. Here I'm gonna print number of ties value. The game was tied this number of times. I think that's it. And finally I'm gonna print you played well. And I'm gonna print congratulations. Okay, that's it. Looks like our project was ready. Let me run it. It was taking some time, so first I'm gonna give rock. First I'm going to select rock. See, computer also picked rock. The game was tied. Now I'm gonna take a let me take scissors and picked scissors. Computer also picked scissors and it was a tie. Let me take once again rock. Oh, here computer picked paper and rock loses over paper, so I lost. Let me play two more times so that I'm going to pick now paper. Let me pick paper. Here computer picked paper and it was a tie. Now let me pick once again. Let me pick scissors. Scissors. Now computer picked paper and scissors wins over the paper. Now I won. Finally let me quit and see how many times I won. Computer won and number of ties. See, I won one time and the computer won one time and the game was tied 3 times and it was saying finally congratulations, I played well. That's it guys, this is our project. Thank you for watching. Meet you tomorrow with another exciting project. Thank you.